Hello everyone and welcome back to Kosame's route of Hoshizora no Memoria. Let's continue. In the middle of our meeting, Asoho mentions this as we're deciding on what to exhibit for the Hibari festival. With the exception of Hisakaki, who is busy with the SRC, the paper member Setsuna, and Mare, everyone is here. Even Isuzu is here. Don't tell me we are going to watch the moon for the festival's exhibition. It was decided that our main club activity, astronomical observations, are to be held every Saturday. Isn't the night of the full moon the same as the 15th of August on our old calendar? Kosame hasn't been participating in the conversation for a while now. Kosame-san, does your family watch the moon? She responds a few moments later. Our family never had the tradition where you drink under the full moon. Is there such a tradition? What kind of special? And what would that be? As always, it's difficult to figure out her menu. I have a feeling that this has very little to do with moon viewing itself. The goddess of sudden death? When I think of Artemis, I think of the bow. Kosame is spacing out again. You've been acting weirdly for a while now. Once again, she reacts moments later. Are you worried about the time? For shrine work, didn't you say it was your turn today as well? We also reply with a chorus of thanks. Although Kosame still seems a bit absent-minded. The sun had already set by the time we were done with the sweeping. Kosame was very quiet the whole time, as if her mind was elsewhere. You aren't your usual self today. Her shoulders jolt up in surprise. You've been spacing out since club activities. She places her hand on her chest in relief. What did you think I meant?
いえ、私の体が
Body?
あまりまじまじ見ないでください。
She fidgets embarrassingly. Sorry.
エッチな目で見ていますか？
No, I'm not.
別におかしいところはありませんよね。
At this point, she turns around. Her stream-like hair glides in the air before settling down. You don't look any different from usual.
よかったです。
Her smile is dyed red by the sunset. Are you worried about your weight?
体重？
Like gaining weight from eating too much or something?
デリカシーに欠ける質問ですけど。
I asked because you are not even close to being overweight.
エッチな目で見ていますか？
No, you are not naked enough. No, I'm not.
私は食べても太らない体質ですから。
That's pretty lucky.
そうなんですか？
Isn't that especially true for women?
そうかもしれませんね。
Not only does she not gain weight, her skin is as white as snow. If that weren't enough, despite being slender, her breasts are decently sized too. She's perfect.
エッチな目で見ていますか？
No, I'm not, so can you stop asking me that?
何か考えていたようでしたから。
You're beautiful and you have nice body proportions, just like Hisakaki, but unlike her, you also have a good personality. I was just thinking that you're perfect, that's all.
食べ頃だから食べちゃうんですか？
Stop using those remarks to everything I say.
小笠坂さんがひどいことばかり言うからですよ。
But I was just showing my admiration.
ほら、やっぱりひどいです。
Why?
あまり褒められるとその気になりそうですから。
Kosame averts her eyes from me.
それはとても残酷なことですから。
Kosame gazes at the evening sky, at the first star of the night. The moon faintly casts a shadow on her as well. Are you not interested in moon viewing? Moon?
どうしてでしょう？
You've been spacing out ever since we started the topic on looking at the moon. She reverts her attention to me.
そうですね。月は人を狂わせると言いますから。
Does it?
月の光には魔力がある。月を眺めると気が狂う。だから英語のルナティックには狂人の意味があるんですよ。満月を見て狼に変身するという西洋の伝説は特に有名だと思います。
In the East, starting with the inception of the folklore of the bamboo cutter, the moon has been revered as something full of mystery. In the West, however, it's seen as something ominous. Is that so? To humans, moonlight is both good and bad.
神話ばかりではありません。満月の日は殺人事件や交通事故が多いという統計だってあるそうです。
Really?
月は人をおかしくさせる。人だけじゃない。この星にある命、すべてに影響を与えてしまう。だから。
She trails off mid-sentence. That's why you dislike the moon? She smiles desolately.
はい。だって月は人をおかしくさせて変えてしまう。満月は私を変えてしまう。小笠坂さんだって変わってしまうんです。一緒にお月見なんかしたら小笠坂さんがエッチな狼男さんに変身してしまうかもしれませんからね。
She says that with a smile. I'm left with nothing else to say. It's morning. Hisakaki Kosame stands in front of the dresser yet again. Before changing into her uniform and going to the living room, confirming her naked body came first. Part of it was to put herself in order, readying herself to appear in front of others.
今日も変わりありませんよね。
Her fair skin, slender limbs, slim waist, well-shaped breasts, and gracious thighs.
小笠坂さんが言っていましたね。
He said this figure was perfect. However, Cosimo thinks otherwise. She can't grow to love this body of hers, a body like a statue carved of ice, regardless of how beautiful and pure it is. She didn't want a body completed to perfection. Kosame is a human, not a god. She doesn't need to be perfect. However, the fact that she isn't human becomes all the more apparent when she faces the moon. A full golden moon. Not only does it expose the fact that her body is a deception, anyone could tell that at a glance.
だからお月見はダメなんです。
What happens to her if the moon is full? The full moon is coming soon. She is unable to go outside when that time comes. It's been that way for a long time. She avoids showing herself to others. Especially not to her sister of all people, neither does she want to stand in front of her parents and Setsuna, the only ones who know her secret. Nor can she meet her friends. And certainly not Kogasaka.
知られたくないから。
She stands in front of the mirror longer than usual. I'll be alright, everything will turn out fine in the end. I will take this secret with me to my grave. I don't want to destroy this beautiful everyday life. I don't want to destroy everyone's precious everyday lives. That is, without a doubt, the least she can do after being given a second chance at life.
昨日言ってたお月見のことなんだけど、
School finishes and Asoho brings up the topic as soon as the meeting starts.
テンクルもせっかく部になったんだし、おめでとうパーティーを兼ねたらどうかなって思うんだけど。パーティー。
祝賀会というわけだね。
ひばり祭の準備に向けて気合を入れるって意味でもいいかなって。
夜の屋上でやるなら騒がしくはできないけどね。
騒がしいのはあまり好きじゃないので、むしろその方が。私、鈴木と月見団子持っていくからね。
なら天体観測も星じゃなくて月で決まりかな。
私はいつも通り適当に観測してます。お酒は飲めないけど、杯でお茶を一杯くらいいいよね。
後で先生から屋上の鍵を借りておくよ。
これでミーティングが終わりなら帰ります。
They've decided everything without any input from Kosame or me. Is this alright with you? Kosame is smiling.
皆さんで集まるお月見、楽しみですね。
She replies with that, despite having said she disliked the moon. I talk to Asoho. Asoho, will the moon viewing be after our observations?
そうだね。そっちの方がゆっくりお月見できると思うし。
Then, can we make the moon viewing optional?
ようちゃん、もしかして都合悪かった？
We'll be going home later than usual with a moon viewing session. Shino-san might get worried, so I don't want to take any chances. That being said, she hasn't done anything to prevent me from participating in Tenkuru's activities up until now.
私も過保護な親が反対する可能性がありますので、その方が助かります。
あまり羽目を外さないよう気をつけるという意味でも自由参加が妥当かな。
じゃあそうしよっか。参加するかどうかは当日までに教えてね。参加人数が決まったらその分だけお団子作るから。
Kusama remained silent throughout this turn of events. There was a hint of remorse in her expression.
小ヶ坂さん。
Just as we're done with the sweeping, she turns to me with a serious expression.
今日の部活のことですけど。
I'll go put the brooms back.
なぜ逃げようとするんですか？
Because I had a feeling you were going to interrogate me.
そうじゃありません。確認をしたかっただけです。
Kusama looks at me head on.
お月見を自由参加にしたのは私のせいですか？
You've got the wrong idea.
私のせいですみません。
No, I said you've got the wrong idea.
私だけが反対したら盛り上がっていた皆さんに水を差すことになる。小ヶ坂さんはテンクルのために間を取って自由参加を進言した。だからありがとうございます。
I knew this was going to happen, so I wanted to avoid this conversation. Please don't make me repeat this over and over again. You don't have to be so conscious about things.
気を使ったのは小ヶ坂さんだと思いますけど。
Don't be afraid to vocalize your dislike of moon viewing. They won't mind something as trivial as that. Also, there's something else you're mistaken about. I didn't say that for the Tenkuru's sake.
じゃあ何のためでしょう？
I did it for your sake.
やっぱり私のせいなんですね。
I said it was for your sake.
同じではないでしょうか。
No, I meant it in the good way.
どういうことでしょう。
I'm saying I don't dislike you, but rather I
Eh?
What was that chop for?
気を使っていただかなくて結構です。小ヶ坂さんも私に何度も言わせないでください。
I'm not worried about you. I did it of my own accord.
どういうことでしょう。
Kosame-san, I lie. Not again.
冗談でもそういう言葉は口にしないでくださいね。
Do you believe that words have magical powers to them?
はい。間違ってかなってしまったら大変なことになってしまいます。
She's going to say she doesn't have the right or something, isn't she? But what's wrong with liking you as a friend?
その場合は紛らわしくならないようちゃんとそう言ってください。
Kosame-san,
はい。
I like you.
えい。
You chopped me again.
友達が抜けていますよ、小ヶ坂さん。
Kosame-san. At least wait until I finish.
小ヶ坂さんが真摯な態度を取るときは何もかもが信じられませんから。
Is that how much trust she has in me? So you won't be attending after all?
はい、そのつもりです。
And will you be absent for the astronomical observations as well? She seems to be having trouble answering. Is it because you change when you look at the full moon?
はい、
She nods.
天体観測をしている間でもきっと私は変わってしまうから、満月の下に立つだけでとっても困った変身をしてしまいますから。
I kind of want to see how you change.
見たら小ヶ坂さんも変身してしまいますよ。
You mean if I look at your transformed self?
はい、
Into what?
エッチな狼男さんに変身です。
What's that supposed to mean?
私にとって非常に困った態度をとってしまうという意味ですよ。
Do her clothes disappear when she looks at the full moon? For example?
エッチな狼男さんがすることです。
And what would those things be?
私に言わせるんですか？
You always say these things anyway.
では聞いてこないでください。
What else does this lustful werewolf that you speak of do?
ありません。
Doesn't that make it pretty harmless then?
それとはちょっと違います。狼男さんに変身すると普通ではいられずおかしくなってしまうんです。
Really?
はい、
You're saying I'll go mad after seeing you?
はい、
As if I'm turning into a werewolf from the full moon?
はい。
Impossible.
なぜ断言できるのでしょう。
Because I'm a gentleman.
私のどんな姿を見ても紳士でいられるんですか？
That's the plan.
えい。
What was that for?
意味もなく自信満々だからです。
I am basing it on something. I'm saying it because I have self-confidence.
何をでしょう。
I like you, Kosame-san. Again! She looks away from me and gazes into the evening
小
sky.
ヶ坂さん、
A chipped moon floats on the sky, its light not yet perfected.
狼男に変身するということは満月の下では普通でいられなくなるということです。人ではいられなくなるんです。鬼になってしまうんです。
She states it as such. Demons, as in the ones that typically get exorcised in folklore.
はい、鬼とは人に打たれる存在、祀ろわぬものとして鎮められ送り返される存在です。地域によっては神格化され祀ろわぬ神と呼ぶところもあるでしょう。ただ鬼といっても頭に角が生えているとか鋭い牙が生えているとかそういった特徴で呼んでいるのではありません。鬼とは本来姿形のない不可視の霊魂を指すんです。祀ろわぬ神は人の目には映らないんです。私たち聖天宮の者はそんな人の目には映らない存在を相手に戦っていた歴史があります。今は社殿に飾られているなぎなた、それをはじめとするさまざまな取り物はその過程で作られました。不可視の相手を可視にすることで人の身でも干渉できるようになる。対峙することができる。だって 姿形を想像するしかない相手では対処のしようがありませんから。想像上の神や鬼を神話や伝承に残すだけでは歯が立ちませんから。神格化だけではなく視覚化が大切なんですよ。祭ろわぬもの、従えたいのに従わないものが何なのか分かった方が立ち向かうことができますから。人は光が差さない闇を恐れますからね。
Stopping at that, Cosimo starts walking with broom in hand.
祭ろわぬものとは人にとって従えたいのに従わないものだから、それは何も神や鬼だけではありません。人によっては勉強だったりお金だったり自分の性格だったりするのかもしれません。過去の記憶だったりするのかもしれません。好きな相手だったりするのかもしれません。恋そのものの場合もあるのかもしれません。そんな恋に憧れる自分そのものの場合もあるのかもしれませんね。
I speak up as I'm walking beside her. So, does that mean you become a Matsurovanu Mono when you look at the full moon?
はい、そうですよ。
You become an existence that one wants to subdue but is unable to?
はい、そうですよ。
What would that be like?
エッチな狼男さんに変身した小ヶ坂さんでも従えない悪い鬼さんになってしまうんです。だから小ヶ坂さんが襲ってきても返り討ちにしてあげますよ。エッチなことをしようとしてもなぎなたでバッサリ切ってあげますからね。
I'm no match for her. You can't guess her true thoughts using ordinary methods.